it's me, Shane here from Organic. So in this video, we'll be having a look at Beach's Roofing Services. So it's a roofing company in Jacksonville, as you can see. There are a couple of things that are going right for this website, but there are a lot of things that they will need to improve in order to rank properly and get actual roofing jobs just to become like a dominant force in their area. So I like the logo, I like the idea with the colors and everything, and just that the menu scrolls along. So I see it on a lot of websites that I audit. The menu doesn't really scroll along, and they don't have like a call to action in the menu. So what I would probably do for like this menu also, since once you start scrolling along, you have the number here, is I'll put probably an offer here, so a free estimate, just to improve conversion and whatnot. Now before any of that, or before we focus on that, we'd want to look at like the entire site in of itself. So what I did is I took their URL and went to Google just to see what kind of URLs come up, because a lot of times when I audit websites, or when I'm just researching, I see a lot of sites that where a lot of the URLs are not indexed. So if you're not indexed, if you're not on Google, typically it's going to mean that Google is probably seeing your URLs and just decided not to index those URLs, and it just means less traffic, less leads to your website. So right off the bat, I see here that some of the URLs are those kind of like weird URLs that you really don't want to have like indexed, like on categorize. You have your contact too. So this is something that I've noticed just from like auditing their URLs. But yeah, overall, just by the URLs and what's indexed, there are not a lot of pages. So that's problem number one. If you're a roofing company and you want to rank, these are like massive jobs, right? So if you get 1 lead, 2 lead, a roofing job, depending on the area you're at, can be anywhere from 10K to 30, 40, 50K. And if you're talking commercial jobs, it's even more. So you're not going to get there with a small website like this. So this company barely has any kind of like pages. So they're just they might get leads offline, referrals, and maybe their Google My Business has been like getting a bit of calls. I'm not sure, but you're not going to rank on Google with that many pages. But we build roofing websites, even for lead gen purposes for our own. We build out topical authority, and with topical authority, it means that you need to build out the right amount of content. You need to build out the right pages and structure them properly. So number one, I'm not seeing the right amount of content. And then when I tried to audit their URLs, I ran into some errors. So it took me a while. It took me a bit of effort to get their sitemap. And then once I pulled up their sitemap, I can see a ton of different sitemaps there. So this is quite rare. I don't see a lot of sitemaps like these, or this many sitemaps on one website. So it tells me that your website has not been optimized properly. At the most, you might have like 3 or 4 sitemaps, and if you have a very massive website, you'll have like a lot more sitemaps. But for a website this size, you're not going to need that many sitemaps. So that's kind of like red flag number 2 or 3. Now, so I got their URL and ran an analysis, and basically this is kind of like what I found. So if you look here, you can see clearly that they are not hitting the ideal word count. There is no ideal word count, but you want your word count to be at least over 1,000 words, because then at least you can kind of guarantee, or that it's the probability of you covering the topic properly on that page is going to be higher than if you have almost no words, right? So here they have way less than 1,000 words of content on these pages. So it's not, it's fine that it's there, and it's probably gonna, maybe at some point you get a referral or someone lands on your website by chance and they might actually like reach out, but you don't have content that's gonna convert and that's gonna help you rank.